Alright, how about now? That was weird. I've been streaming for the past 5 minutes, but I guess Twitch didn't pick it up because it showed I was streaming. That's weird. Alright, so let's back up. Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. We're going to be trying the moon, probably more than once. You have an insider who may help you infiltrate the palace. Gather support among the populace of the corruption-seeked city in order to convince them that the Emperor must be killed. Headhunt. You have earned a Empire death warrant. Tread lightly. Gambits. The people of the city are as fickle and twisting as the streets they call home. Be prepared to face what may come. Because people... Curses. With burrows being walled off with the living still inside, citizens will not hesitate to fling curses, even if they are just to protect their loved ones. How do peasants do that? I mean, sticks and stones may break your bones, but, I mean, words hurt me a lot. But not enough to curse me.
I appreciate the time you're putting into your decision, but the time for action is now.
Alright, because of curses, I've put Healer, Forgotten Dreams, to go get like Healer or Demon RA back, because they remove curses. We also have the usual Fair, Winding Trail, Dark Alleys, Carriage of the Departed. I put Mystery Chest in, because it's new, and Duel. There's the underneath. Yeah, but it doesn't actually work. I have a belief that I'm going to become a huge channel, but it doesn't do anything. Just because they believe they're cursing me doesn't mean it actually should be cursing me. If a mage curses me, fine. If a necromancer curses me, fine. But if a random peasant curses me, that's not right. Pauper Dilemma. Soothsayer because it's silly. Temple prayers for a blessing. Toshers. Alright, 12 pieces of equipment. Read a story recently where lowly soldiers throwing curses as an insult at the big bad negated his self-healing abilities. Things are weird. You get 1 platinum card. Arcane Edge because it's new. Devil's Touch. Maybe the Harvest Blade? More times 29 to 40. Beat 12 mages with this item. We'll take Wind's Return. Got two-handed stuff. Yeah, bash causes additional damage to armor rooms. That's cool. I like that. Reinforced shield, which we've not seen. Colbjorn's traps. Dionysus Revenge. Lionheart is going to be our platinum. Meteor Strike. Some new stuff for the obvious new stuff reasons. Pious Robes. Weave of the Protector is new. Gladiator's Visage. Gambler's Jewel. Ring of Concentration, Ring of Defense. Some new stuff just because I want to see it. We'll see how the how this works, and then we can build the deck. I don't think we'll see Northerners, so I'm not going to take Questing Mace. I've got a plan for it. We'll take Fate's Path and Empire Enemy. Worker's Hammer. Alright, let's give this a try. See what's going on.
Preparation will be key to your success. It is here that you separate yourself from your predecessor. A badly shaped tool will not cut smoothly. It will turn and bite the wielder. That is why I have paid such attention to your forging.
On the last day of solstice, you pass through the gates of the great city. The scene before you is overwhelming. Of architectural styles, exotic smells, and busy people. You have taken counsel with your companions and wrestled with self-doubt. Your path is clear. The Empire is a force for darkness in this world, bringing nothing but death and destruction. If you are truly a hero, this is the time to prove it. There can be no other end to this one. The Emperor must die. Estrella has organized a covert meeting with General Flinthollow, an ally from her Empire days. He will tell us the way into the palace, she explains, but only if we prove we have the backing for such a rebellion. 0 of 12 conspirators. Estrella disappears into the crowd, stating she has some business to attend to. You see the meeting place in the distance, the Church of Fires, a shining marble monument soaring above the crowd and rabble of the city. First, you must explore the districts to gain enough support to your cause. An Empire soldier stares at you from across the way. You disappear into the market crowd before he realizes who you are. Trolling soldiers. Inconspicuous. Oh, well, that's not happening. There goes the gold.
Death stalks these streets. Your death, my death, and the death of an emperor.
While climbing the battlements and circling the city, you hear a choking sound followed by a terrified scream. Panicked tourists hurry past you, covering their mouths. Behind them, a squad of soldiers writhes painfully on the ground, their bodies twisted and malformed by their corruption. I am not a stealthy person. Take a bow. Oh, there's the glowing arm. Malaclips. You have to comments that as brushes with death go, he was most convenient. He needed a new spellbook anyway. And he whistled in the game. Malaclips' protective barrier will now explode on impact, damaging enemies around it.
If nothing else, I'll get a song out of this.
Do something, Lord. You do something. exploded on all of you. It's not a requirement that it's listening? Oh, good. Excellent. But I'm sure it has something or it wouldn't list it. You pause to inspect the bodies of the vanquished, search for spoils, or leave quietly. I was like, no loot for us. With the culture creatures dealt with, you stand to leave and hope that no one recognizes you. 15! Well, I was better off taking loot.
Games within games within games.
I say that, and of course I hit it. You garner a few curious looks from the crowd. Thankfully, the bustle of the city swallows you up again. More fighting. He looks cool.
By sea and sun, fate and fame.
And the explosion shield is a little bit of a bonus. I was kind of hoping the barrier, it would be something like the barrier can take 2 hits now, or something like that. Because 25 damage really isn't that much. And it's a little more than a hit.
That helps.
Depending on the weapon. Leave again. Try to stay inconspicuous. Maybe Platinum can't be too OP. Yeah, but you had to do a huge quest line for him. Like, I expected a little more than just 25 damage out of the shield.
Ho, 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 you make a poor apprentice. Cultivate focus.
Arcane Edge. Form a powerful knockdown strike that causes knockdown. Causes 130% damage while the weapon charge is full. Interesting. So if you don't use the weapon charge, it's better. But I like using the weapon charge. Not for me. Drop 3 traps to deal 10 damage and bleed. When activated, bleed causes slow and damage over time. Sure.
Traps
Also 20 gold.
crafted by a mystic.
Crowd watches in
Sadly,
distress as
not
you look
for
at the newest
capture
victims of the
of
Blight,
them.
and
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
recognizes you. Okay, so you have to do 2 pass rolls. Failed that one 15 so high? Is the bad person come to kill the Emperor? Deal adds 1 Brimstone monster card to the deck. 6 of steel. Okay. General sword that I wish I had more money for. Pious robes. Ooh, gladiator's visage. Yes. Give me you.
Every performance is at heart a lie.
Parked in the dust quarter is a traveling theater that has seen better days. The mottled stage curtains hang tiredly. Pasty, ill-looking man named Old Patton appears to be the head of this enterprise. He waves you over. We'll go over. White powder has nestled into the wrinkles of his face. His painted lips twist into a knowing grin. I know who you are. Look here, I won't tell. He taps his red bulbous nose and winks. If you stand in for my recently and rather inconveniently deceased actor, he points out a ragged baker costume. Be the baker as what happened to the deceased actor. Hi, AJ. Hi, Enderlord. What happened to the deceased actor? My baker has been walled into his own home, hasn't he? He's either gonna starve or get eaten by the corrupted. Looks positively delighted at that prospect. Sure. Play starts off with a hag knocking on a pantomime door. Oh, baker, I've come for your hand in marriage. No, you could, like, tell me the script. Greet the hag with a kiss. Crowd claps and jeers as you plan a kiss on the actress or actor playing the hag. They play the part with spectacular realism. Money. Oh, my love, dearest of hearts, I've brought you a cake, the hag croaks, removing a petrified cake from the folds of her apron. The cake is spotted with mold. Abandon this farcical endeavor. Forget this! Start cutting our way out. Take a bite of the cake. How much damage do we take? The cake tastes of cinnamon and is so stale you're forced to drag your teeth along its rock-hard surface to scrape some crumbs off. Crowd watches in morbid fascination. Ow. Minus 35 live, but another 25 gold. Then, inexplicably, a caged boar is dragged on stage. The hag looks at you expectantly. Release the boar! Propose to the boar! Propose to the boar! Reacting to your direction, the hag feigns shock at this unfolding drama. From the audience, you hear a few stifled yawns. Someone throws a bread roll at you. Oh, 6 of steel. You see Old Patton signaling you for to wrap up the performance. Curtsy or denounce the Empire! Then guess. It's all I would be doing. It's what most of chat is doing. Whatever sounds funny.
I have waited 100 years for my revenge.
Fine. Add that into
It
the
appears
deck.
I must wait 100 more.
A single member of the audience, a woman in a dirty apron, looks inspired by your speech. Herald of the Aperone pledges her services to your cause. Patton is happy with your performance.
I'm not
Oh,
a
good.
vain man.
Great.
You must appreciate that this game, has been my
Two
focus
farts.
for more years than I can count.
Fine. I
I
feel
have
like
a
killing
certain
something.
pride regarding its twists.
I knew I wouldn't get anything
and
good
turns.
anyway.
I hope this works. Thank you.
Stand up. Because honestly, fighting is the only thing I do well in this game. So he is too pathetic to admonish, so you best appear in the city as soon as possible. You require 30 fame. Increase your notoriety. Pauper Dilemma. They block. Almost done. killing y'all anyway, so. You do pretty well at the pendulum when you're focused. Yeah, I do decently well at that.
By sea and sky, fate and fame!
You to block. Okay. Darn it, that probably won't count because he decided to swing at the last one. That'll leave me at 39 of 40. Oh no, cool, it counted.
Nicely done.
7 food. 2 fame and more food. Alright.
So much military attention. And why? Because the Emperor knows you are coming. He has known long before.
A squad of soldiers stand idly by our butter roll stall. Between bites of buttery snacks, they shout vague threats at townfolk passing by. Stay inconspicuous and pass through. Go back the other way. I'm pretty sure we can stay inconspicuous and pass through. You hope they don't recognize you. Success, success, success. Success. Second win. Combat boosts life to 75 when life drops below 25, and then discard the card. Dual. Tin food. That's where we take the thing. Recognizable. That's fine. Did you wait? Let's aim. Yeah. But also, I get food when I don't get hit. So. Healer. Lame. I wonder, what is it you see? You to show up later. You to show up later?
Checkpoints, as if they keep one step ahead of the deaths that hunt them.
As the gates leading into the Blood District, an Empire soldier speaks to a grumbling, slow-moving crowd. It appears there is some sort of holdup. Join the line. The soldier shouts a proclamation to the crowd. Attention! From this day forward and until all further notice, there will be checkpoints at all gates. Speech over, you can hear shuffling through the gate. There's the crowd. 2 success, 2 failure, because we are recognizable. Not that I care. I'd rather kill them. Why in the world would you name a place the Blood District? Because maybe that's where the blood is. I don't know. Seems kind of silly, right? Success! You move along with the crowd. The soldiers manning the gate do not notice anything amiss. Patrolling soldiers both those ways. This is where the vampires lived. Oh, see, there you go. That's why. Carriage of the Departed. Now I get money. Of course. It's 12 gold. $15 more gold. 27. Right?
Medicine and chemistry. Places magic can hide as a more specific craft.
The apothecary is inundated with a terrible rabble of city inhabitants. As you get closer, you notice that the door has been barred shut. An elderly woman is on her knees weeping, clutching a pearl necklace to her chest. Open up! Have you no heart? A heavy-set blacksmith pounds on the door. My daughter has succumbed to the rot. His voice cracks. The rest of the crowd shirks away from the man, some covering their mouths fearfully. Find another way in, suggest they use force, leave. Alright, find another way in. Hopping over a side gate and squeezing past crates, you find the back door to the apothecary. It's unlocked, but a thin bird-like woman stands by the door scrutinizing you. Greet the bird-like woman. Hello, she says with a curt nod. I am Yorhelm. My twin is Yanis. I have heard you want to destroy the Empire, and now that I see you're strong of brow and crooked of nose, I believe in your quest. Yorhelm, the twin, pledges her services to your cause. Strong of brow and crooked of nose? What? Whatever. That's 2. She bids you goodbye as you enter the apothecary back door. Yanis will want to help you too, if you can find her. Lose 50 gold. Well, I don't have 50 gold. The owner, a bespectacled, spindly gentleman, jumps at your surprise entrance. I'd love to just throw 50 gold. There, you work for me now. You look like someone who can fight. Ah, okay. She is scrutinizing. Must be a disciple of Cyrus. That's the most true. She was using scrutinize. We don't have the money, so. Alright. Huge success, success, huge failure. Three it is. Success. And a huge success. Oh, thank the maker. You can help me. He presses a bottle of amber liquid in your hand. I only got one of these in stock, and that mob won't believe me. That's why I had to lock them out. They'll just grab anything, even though it might kill them. They all desperately need help, but I can't choose. You must do this for me. With that, he unlocks the front door, shoves you out, and bars it again quickly before anybody can barge in. Immediately, the throng surges around you, demanding a tincture for the rot. You accidentally step on the weeping woman's hand, but she seems not to notice and continues to wail for her family. The blacksmith stands back, too proud to beg, but his eyes betray how desperately he wants the bottle. Highest bidder! I mean, what? Do we want to give it to the blacksmith or the weeping woman? Alright, I'm giving it to the blacksmith. John the blacksmith pledges his service to your cause. And to the apothecary, increase your notoriety for fame. That's fine. I'll take the 10 max life. I didn't need it anyway. Darn it! I don't have any for yet. I don't have any yet. Say conspicuous to pass through. Honestly, I'd rather just kill them. Because we're gonna have to do this again. Success! Did it.
I cannot
Oh, good,
tell
they're
you
done.
how much pleasure it gives me
Yeah, let's
that
do it.
those Fords who pretend to power now fall under the threat of Imperial justice.
Step right out and marvel at the chest of many wonders, shouts a man draped in a colorful cloak. You there, warrior, he says, pointing in your direction. Pay to play. There's plenty to gain. That's about the rules. Glad you asked. It's very simple, you see? You guess what's in the chest. If you're correct, you keep the contents and guess again. But if you guess wrong, it's game over. Sure, why not? Now, if you give me another 4 gold, I can give you a little hint. Have a guess then, why don't you? Gold, food, healing potion, pay for a hint, ask Malaclips to guess. The bard, trickster, magician. Alright. Ask Malaclips to guess. Come now, Quine Swindler, Malaclips shouts at the man. We both know this game is as rigged as I am beautiful. Be a chap and give us the feedback. We've already drawn a delightful crowd for you. A few peasants have begun to form a crowd drawn by the bard's rowdiness. Awesome, Malaclips. Knowing any protest will result in further noise from Malaclips, the man acquiesces. Very well, you've twisted my arm. Nice, so we got the money back. now we can just guess whatever. Thanks, Malaclips. One-time bards are extremely useful. There's a quote, game of chance, unquote. Is it a healing potion? Extract what appears to be life. Gain 2 fame. Yay, 20 life! Looks at you with suspicion and coaxes. Have another guess then, why don't you? With a flick of his cloak and the sound of the chest opening and closing, the game starts anew. Well, you don't have to pay again. What happens if we ask Malaclips again? Pay for a hint. You'll find no treasure to treat yourself to tulips in there. To treat yourself to tulips. So, not gold? Is that what it's telling me? So it's food or healing potion. Show me food. Oh, health potion. You withdraw is not food. Game over. Better luck next time. Okay, what do we have? The cemetery, soothsayer, winding trail. Cemetery is something I have to go to. So.
The Peace District. What irony.
The Peace District, what irony. Like that. Now has a hat. Alright, soothsayer. What do we got? Life, money, food, max life. 15. Minus 13 max life. Minus 3 food. 40 life. Equipment. Two equipment. Minus 20 gold. Well, we're broke, so we'll have 0 money. Okay, so we lose 3 food and 13 max life and all our money to get 2 pieces of equipment. See, the Peace District sounds so much better. A little silly, perhaps, but it's more reasonable than the Blood District. Depends. That's where the Ministry of Peace is. Oh, see, that makes sense.
The table has changed, yet the stakes remain the same. Life or death.
No, that's... I mean, that's true. Well, we're trading all our money, which isn't much. 3 food, and the 13 max life is really the expensive part for 2 pieces of equipment. Alright, off we go. Quest gets off to a good start. You discover a pixie trapped under a jar. For releasing her, she heals your wounds, but we don't have any wounds to heal. You sense you are being watched when suddenly a Jaculus leaps upon you from the branch of a tree, whatever that. You kill the small dragon quickly, but not before it bites you. Apparently that's 13 max life. It has super poison or something. Slip on the narrow bridge, you catch yourself before plunging into the ravine below, but we lose some food. Health potion rolls off the back of a passing wagon as it rumbles past along the forest path. The driver pays no heed as he whips his wagon along at a fast pace. Oh, mine now! Notice some equipment secreted in the hollow of a tree. Some which is still useful. Yeah, I have no clue what that is. I've never heard of that. Alright, we got Ring of Defense. Awesome. So, +5 defense. Discover the brigands have already killed each other, seemingly over a game of cards. You search the remains for anything useful. Pious Robes. Dionysus' Revenge. Cause full weapon damage to all enemies when activated. If an enemy is killed, gain an extra usage. Hit 120 enemies with this item. So I would do 23 to all enemies. And as long as something dies, I get uses back. I get a use back. So as long as I kill with it, I can keep using it. That's kind of cool. I don't have low food like I thought I was going to. I'm gonna take this. That's fun. Instead of the traps.
So much revenge permeates the world these days. I cannot help but feel responsible.
Thanks, dealer. You release a beggar you met earlier. Must have picked some gold from your pocket, even as you knocked them aside. A soft clink in your feet alerts you to a hole in your purse. Too late, you realize this likely leads coins from much of your journey. Situated to brigand's resolved, you return to the village to collect your payment, only to discover that the mayor has left on holiday for an indefinite time. You leave the small village without payment. That was fun. Success, and 2 failures. Alright. Go ahead and vote. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Number 2 it is. Hey, success! Winding trail. Well, good news. We're not I could give them all of my gold, all 0 of it. But I want stuff. But I'm curious what happens if you give them 0. If they're like, what? You're broke! You're more broke than us. Alright, do you know what happens if you give them 0? Because the game showed it's checked for that before. Which is interesting. It checked with the lose thing. Alright. Nope. Alright, then pay attention. Here we go. Here's what happens if you give 0. Oh. Do you want me to look? Oh, yeah. We'll see if it's out there. Because if it's not, then I'm going to give you something to put in the wiki.
Welcome back to the game of life and death.
If it's less than 10, they still fight you. Oh, well, I'm just gonna kill them.
I'll handle the little one. You deal with the rest, okay?
hit well in the air. Alright, that killed him. Food. Give me your stuff. 15 max life. Awesome. Reveal 5 encounters. Great. Woo! Okay, good. You still have your 3 uses.
Many secrets are buried here, and you seem determined to unearth them all.
The stillness of the cemetery provides a welcome respite from the city. Only 2 people walk the grounds today, a weathered gravedigger named Thomas and an old woman in a flowered bonnet. The woman introduces herself as Hild and asks you to accompany her to her husband's grave. She pulls you close conspiratorially and glares at Thomas. I think they added more stairs. Yeah, whatever that means. Totally. Gravedigger makes a baffled noise in disagreement. Accompany Hilda to her husband's grave, talk to Thomas. Hi, Dr. Schmidt. Welcome to the stream. Alright, accompany her to her husband's grave. Takes your arm and leads you through a large stone arch. 3 eyes, she says, pointing at a strange symbol of 3 dots etched upon the gate. That's lucky. Past graves and flowers, you climb until you reach a huge primitive stone tomb, fallen mostly to ruin. It is devoid of any markings other than 3 dots bored over the entrance. Thinking of checking out this game, would you recommend it? Or the first one? I definitely recommend this one over the first one. You have more options. The first one's really good. I liked it, but this was definitely better. I think they improved a lot of things to me. That being said, you have to like roguelite type things. You're going to lose at some point. I did, and then retrying the same type of challenges over and over again. Until you learn.
I could not be more pleased to train you.
You learn.
You have
mechanics,
every skill
learn
Callus lacked.
Tricks.
Patience, delicacy, tact, skill.
And the combat can be challenging, especially at the beginning, but once you learn enemy patterns and start to use some of the dodge mechanics, you start dodging more and start getting better items to help you out, better cards in your deck. It'll be challenging at first, but I find the combat's probably the best part of the game for me. I really enjoy it. If you ever played Batman Arkham, any of the Arkham games like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, it's like that. It's that kind of combat. The newest Spider-Man game, it's like that. It's very, very satisfying once you get good at it. But especially at the beginning, it can be challenging. But overall, do I recommend the game? Yes, but it's, per usual, it's not for everybody. But I really like it. It's definitely worth checking out. Here. He'll dust the walls here and there with her handkerchief as she descends into the ancient steps into the tomb. You can barely make out her white dress and her crinkled eyes. She beckons you to follow. No problem. But both games are good. I definitely recommend checking out both games. Yeah, there is some. Yeah, this is a sequel, and not like in the Final Fantasy, way. This is an actual sequel to the first game. So there's not a lot of carryover, but there is a little bit, as Rainer just put in chat. So do know that going in. As we'll follow her, hurry after Hild. Something flickers in the passage ahead, and the old woman disappears into the darkness. You head deeper into the tomb. It is dark here and unusually warm. Yeah, it's hard to just say this game is this, because it's a lot of things rolled into one. But it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend checking it out, if nothing else, and seeing whether it's something for you. But do recommend it. My recommendations come with, if you like what you see, you're going to really enjoy the game. Yeah, if it's... Because I know not every game is for everybody. I try. You take a tentative step, feeling the smooth marble underfoot. The air smells of dust and flowers. You see a small oh great, we're in a maze. You see a small shrine of dusty flowers and forgotten candle stubs. You're at the tomb entrance. There are tunnels to the east and west.
I turn my errors around in my mind, time on time. I know where I failed, and where you must not.
Exactly. So, like, when I recommend a game, it's because I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it has good mechanics. It's done well. And it deserves to be looked at. If nothing else, you should take a look at it. That's what a recommendation from me means. If I don't recommend a game, like, period, it's because it's really flawed, it's really broken, mechanics don't work, like, it's just a really bad game that I don't even think you should look at. East. In the depths of the tomb, you are overcome by a feeling of dread. There's a scuttling sound behind you, and your head swims. Concept of a card game with real combat mechanics intrigued me. It's a lot of fun. The combat can get repetitive. It gets repetitive in the same way that, like, Batman, like the Arkham games, combat gets repetitive? To me, it doesn't. It's repetitive, but you always have to stay on your toes. And to me, that always makes it fun. That's cool, Ender. Why pay just to... I like that. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. That's how the combat gets repetitive. It gets repetitive in that way. But to me, that's not really super repetitive because you're always having to stay on your toes. So it's repetitive, yes, but it's not gotten boring. I mean, I really enjoy the combat. Oh, good, a curse. That stinks. Curse. Lose a random equipment card whenever you lose a curse. That's dumb. You're at the Cursed Crossway. We can go north, south, east, or west, back west, excuse me. That's lame, so when I get rid of the curse, we lose, and we're infamous now, by the way. We lose a random piece of equipment, which could be something cool. I'm sorry, I didn't start the vote. I really enjoyed Arkham City. Lost, to be honest. We are... West is back to the entrance.
Was I too
North
bold?
and south is new.
Too
I'm drawing a map, by the way.
egotistic? Certainly. Yet I would never have wrestled the secrets of the elements from the Lords of Beyond were I not.
But I feel like the Batman lore was a major factor keeping me interested in that game. So I don't know if I'd enjoy the combat system in a different game. Hard to say. I really like the combat system. I think it's really good. I really liked it in Batman. And I like Batman too. But the combat was really intriguing to me. So if it intrigued you at all, then you'll like it here. If you just like the way it flowed. This isn't as crisp as the Batman Spider-Man combat, but it's pretty close. Let's go north. North. There is a blind statue. We can go south is back the way we came. We can go east and west. Saw that LP stuff on the Arkham games. I played all the Arkham games. And the plot was kind of meh. How they ended plot stuff. I really enjoyed exploration in those games, and especially the latter two of the series. And let's say the combat. I really enjoyed the combat. So east or west? South is back the way we came. shall head west. Oh, we did it! We made it to the inner sanctum. Well, I guess that's correct. We may have missed some treasures and stuff, who knows? I don't want to get cursed anymore. 9. Yeah, I did it. With that ceremony, the old widow appears behind you. Why, hello! Did you get lost? Yeah, I don't like your place. With a wan smile, he'll hand you a bunch of dried flowers. She nods encouragingly and stands back to watch. Place them next to the hole, place them in the hole. Treasure room is south from the Cursed Crossway. Well, that stinks, because I want to go back through the Cursed Crossway. You only get cursed once. Oh, well. That's good, I suppose. Alright, place them next to the hole. Held that the deceased pledges her services to your cause. Held the deceased. Smiles back at you, her wrinkled face wet with tears. Gently place the brittle flowers on the floor next to the pit. You hear a scream of terror from somewhere above ground. Hild hides a small smile and states you must stay here a while to pray. Unnerved, you quickly retrace your steps out of the tomb. Now what we lose it. You find the source of the screaming. It's none other than the old gravedigger Thomas. The Watcher! He's here! He babbles, pointing a shaking hand at a mound of ornate tombs. Who's the Watcher? 3 eyes. He'll drink your blood and he'll drink your blood to turn the flood. The old gravedigger taps his head frantically, as if to ward off the Watcher. Okay. You rush up the stairs to confront the threat. A hulking mass slides out from behind the mausoleum. The faceless creature towers over you, its 3 eyes shining brilliantly. Try to escape, fight the Watcher, call for help, attempt to reason with it. Try to escape, fight it, attempt to reason with it. Oh, out of those choices, I'm gonna kill it. The rabbit passes through his body as if it were made of air. Well, it cheats. 18. Well, that stinks. Cutting you to the bone. I lose health. Consider your option. That's a fun note. The game should tell you that. Oh, I guess it does kind of hint at the 3, right? Still, the game should tell you. Alright, why not try to escape? Trying to play Yahtzee, and don't have really good luck with that. Oh, well, that's bad. Ow. Call for help. so close. Maybe should roll away from the Watcher's lumbering assault, and we shall attempt to reason with it, because I don't have any other choices.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
I rolled the 5 again. Eager pursuers. All enemies move 50% faster until they are hit. Take more damage. Thomas is nowhere to be seen. Well, that stinks. May they be better off than me. Failed. Good. Killing you all. It's the joy I get from this game. Is the combat.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence. Thank you!
More patrolling soldiers. What artifact shard? Oh yeah, the artifact. Right, got it. Yeah. Sorry, brain stopped working there. Yeah, you're right. That's the point. Plus, it's really cool. I like that it's a. If I use it right, I can always use it. We're a third of the way there. All right, maybe we'll fight a General of Steel. Success, maybe. This one, I was wrong. Ah, you're the general. I was going to use it, but I figured better not risk it, and Mallet Clips killed him. You hurry away before reinforcements arrive. The onlookers are horrified by the casual display of violence. Meh. This way.
They hope walls can keep the sickness away, yet the sickness is in the land itself.
Arrive at the walled-off section of the city. The makeshift barriers are taller than 3 men. Somebody bangs on the wall from the other side, startling you. A desperate wail pierces through. Maker, please, let us out. Passersby are pointedly ignoring the walls and screams. Only a lonely man kneels against the barrier, head in his hands, weeping. The man notices your approach and trips over himself, babbling. Golden hair, short. She always wears her yellow scarf. My Lena, please get her out of there. Agreed to go into the corrupted burrow. Leave the man and his Lena to their fate. Y'all can just die. Let's see. Golden hair. Just in case I have to know this stuff. Short. Yellow scarf. Lena. With a running leap, you mantle the makeshift barrier. You land in a burrow much like the others, except it is deserted, and there is a body at your feet. The body does not wear a yellow scarf. His poor soul is not Lena. There's a groaning noise coming from somewhere ahead of you. Explore the burrow, head to the source of the groaning. Explore, then. You wander the streets of the forsaken burrow, past bodies and barred doors. The stillness is disquieting. Oh, shoot, it's moving too.
Patience. Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
Ow. Mad-eyed urchin peering at you. Explore again.
That will set you in good stead from here.
Through the dusty window of a tailor shop, you spy a twinkly little man with anxious eyes. You gesture comfortingly, and the man scurries out to join you. Ferran the silversmith pledges his services to your cause, so that's an extra. Continue to explore, okay. Find a woman huddled behind an upturned vegetable cart. She rocks back and forth, clutching a dirty yellow scarf to her chest. Lena the Ball Maiden pledges her services to your cause. Oh, I found her, yay. Guarding persists, grating on your nerves. We found what we're here for, but we can continue to explore. We can head to the source of the groaning, or we can just leave. I don't know if there's anybody else here. Continue to explore. All right.
Nicely timed.
That's fine. It's okay, Maze. Most of the village's desecrated neighborhood are nailed shut, so you are surprised to stumble upon an abandoned schoolhouse with doors wide open. Small place, chairs are knocked over, books strewn onto the floor as if its occupants exited hastily. In the gloom, you hear the tinkling laughter of a child. Instinctively, you unsheath your weapon, but the room is empty. Light fills in weakly from the broken windows. Look for supplies, find the source of the laughter, leave. Shall find the source of the laughter. Because are coming from somewhere within you search the darkened corners of the schoolhouse and unearth a hole in the wall hidden behind a fallen desk. Oh, this is cute. Oh, right in between. Come on.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
Fine. Look for supplies. Might as well. Now I hit it. Glint from behind an upturned desk catches your eye. The yellow label reads, "Corruption abate, take all with water." Pocket the cure. As you turn to leave, you run straight into a thin, bird-like woman standing in the way of the door. "Hello," she nods curtly. "I am Giannis. My twin is Yorham. I have heard that you want to destroy the Empire, and now that I see your crooked brow and strong nose, I believe in your quest. You are the twin. We already met the other twin." Wanders off into the burrow. You ask her if she needs help escaping. She merely waves her hand and smiles. Oh. Can't explore anymore. Head to the source of the groaning. In the center of the burrow squats a pulsating mask of corruption. Crystallized growths sprout from its surface. Inside, infected horrors gestate. With a shudder, the crystals crack apart and the infested creatures emerge from their cocoons to defend their cluster. Spec swarms to protect a grotesque obsidian pillar blanketed in an otherworldly miasma, which is the... like, oh, killing you.
by sea and sun, fate and fane!
Game don't die on me. Get. Oh, the game is dying here. The game is dying really bad. I don't know why.
Thank you!
Lame. I want my free food. Because the animation didn't last long enough, so I had to try to roll out of the way, but saw that I failed. Okay, so I food from it, not from the visitor. With the pillar broken, the mask of corruption quivers and erupts, spilling black ooze across the cobblestones. Has the corruption been purged from this neighborhood? And there's nothing else for us to do, so escape. Look for a section of wall suitable for scaling. Sneak Lena and Farron over the wall. Batter the wall down. Batter the wall down is probably a bad idea. Because that would give a lot of attention. Your investigation is interrupted by blood-curdling scream. You turn the time to observe the corrupted creature gnawing out a man's throat. What? Point out the wall in the distance and tell Lena and Finn to hurry. You two run. We must finish them off and get back to Lena and Finn before it's too late. Kill you fast. That's like can at Juggernaut anyway.
I hope this works!
Going back faster. You rush back to Lena and Farron. They're in the middle of pulling themselves over the wall using a combination of footholds and piled debris. Push them over and follow before it's too late. You climb down the wall to the gasp from onlookers and hear an astonished cry of joy as Lena and her beloved are reunited. Tolan the Weaver pledges his service to your cause. Farron bids you a nervous farewell and reaffirms his pledge to your cause, before hurrying away into the city, glancing nervously around at the townsfolk. As you push past the whispering crowd and disappear back into the city, you know that your actions here will place the Empire closer on your trail. Alright. Cleric Strike. First hit in combat against corrupted deals 50 bonus damage. Oh, well, I lose the 3 food. Used to that. That's it, unfortunately. Spirit says, but they've done blah blah blah. Out of these, the pious robes. That's it for conspirators? Oh, so we failed? Hey, 13. Pious robes. You can get so that doesn't matter to me. So we failed. Not trees, Mr. Chest, corrupted city. Corrupted city.
The moon reaches its height above the city, and upon what does it cast its light? Upon death, destruction, and pain. End this.
This one. Ah, I was right. So what's this one do? Oh, this is the one where you just get, you can search and get equipment and stuff. That's really stupid. Where did we go wrong?
I'll have you know my friend here is killed far better than you.
Missed one at the pageant. This is stupid. You need to throw the 50 gold at the apothecary. Yeah, this is dumb. Roll higher than a 2. 6, good. General store, patrolling soldiers. That's it. All the rest is us. Even with those 2, I'd still be too short. Weaver the Protector. Damage for traps is reduced by 50%. Gain an extra reroll during dice gambits. It's alright. I'm gonna buy the Ring of Concentration. Not that it helps here. Well, if you fight them, they don't go away forever. You have to do them every time. Pageant offers 2 conspirators, apothecary 4, cemetery 2, burrow. Did I get 4 from the burrow? I thought I just got 3. Pageant offers 2 conspirators, so I missed 1 at the pageant, 4 at the apothecary. I only got what? 1 at the apothecary? 2. I got 2. So I missed 2 there. 1 at the cemetery. Let's see. 1 at the pageant.
Do you wait for
1 at the
fear
cemetery.
of making the wrong move?
Can you check what conspiracies you have at camp? That's a good question. Maybe review? No. I think I missed 1 at each. I missed 1 at the cemetery, 1 in the burrow, 1 at, no. I missed 2 at the apothecary. Yeah, so I got them all in the burrow. I missed, 1 conspirator, or I missed, 1 at the pageant, 1 at the cemetery, and 2 at the apothecary. And that's the 4 I'm missing. So, yeah. Because I missed saving the dude at the cemetery because I couldn't get Yahtzee. And we definitely missed the 1 at the pageant. And we only got 2 at the apothecary. We didn't get, if there's 4 at the apothecary, we only got 2. So I'm guessing you have to huge success, so you get like 2 tonics. That way you can save both. The blacksmith and the weeping woman. You get both of them, and then you pay the apothecary and he joins you. My guess. Oh, this one's lame. Through the flickering candlelight, you walk past row upon row of wooden pews to the front of the temple. Beyond the altar, you climb a moonlit staircase until you reach the vast doors leading to the west terrace. So if you mess anything up, you don't have enough money, you miss 1 draw, it's over. You have to be perfect, which is dumb in every game. Empire General with gray hair and a kindly face greets you. Ah, you must be the traitor. Your face is plastered all over the city. Are you incredibly sly or incredibly ruthless? General Flint Hollow at your service. Reviews the blood prejudice to your cause. You insult me. Without the people's support, you're nothing but a common assassin. I have 8 people's support.
Surely I have trained you better than this. Focus.
Before you or Malachus can react, General Flint Hollow draws his pistol with lightning speed and shoots you in the neck. Still alive, eh? Maybe you have the gumption and heart enough after all. General stands over you as blood drips into your cupped hand. Can't allow you to leave here. I'm sorry. Then with a whistle, a troop of soldiers fills the church terrace. They are accompanied by an ogre. Our soldiers are locked in heavy shackles, and the Empire's sigil is branded on its back. Soldiers release the chains, and the ogre shudders, its yellowed eyes darting around wildly. Some unknown conditioning prevents him from trying to escape. Slavery? Did you lot run out of ideas on how to be evil? Malachus draws his book of spells. we draw our weapon. Chained ogre. What iron will could break and enslave an ogre? Where clubs deals very damage, like hide.
If I had any doubts about regicide before, I'm well past them now.
I'm well past those. Dead. Finally captured Shrek. I think the 50 gold will give you the other 3 in one go. That's useful. Call Fiona. General Flood Hollow lies dying in a pool of his own blood. You have bested me. He draws a choking breath and his eyes fall on the dead enslaved ogre. Listen. Listen, the land is sick. Maybe you are right. Maybe the Emperor must die for it to heal. You must be vigilant. They know you are here now. They know you are coming for him. As the last breath leaves his body, the general looks at you appraisingly, blood welling in one eye. You will die in there, you know.
Now death is inevitable. It will come for the Emperor, and we will see what changes.
For learning of a secret way into the palace, wishing well, hired hand, and knight's sword. Hunter's blades, dead king's scales, and brigand's shield. For proving no shield is an obstacle against a hammer, spiked mace.
The sun unfolds. 5 gates stand before us. 8 lie at our heels. Can you feel the power that lives in this place? It is close now.
The sun. Judgment. So it is now spiked mace instead, which is pretty cool.
get something, fight shadows. And I guess in by the sea, I suppose. Equipment's what's interesting. Oh, the extra reroll might help actually. Gambler's Jewel. Don't need pious robes. I would instead take Imperial armor. Could be useful. Denounce the Empire gives you 1. Winning the gold gain card on that last wheel gambit gives you another. Cute. Yes, never mind Lionheart. Give me Grifter's Companion. Bullseye. Lord's Diadem. Remove a card. Bounty Hunter's Helm. Sure. And Goblet Town's straight cash for the money. Pauperton Limos for the money now. Soothsayers for money. Hopefully we get money from it. Running Trail, we get resources. Equipment to try to get the equipment. I don't even need the fame like I think I do, because plenty of things get fame. Anything else gives me money? Hired hand? Maybe. Go kill something for money? Arm wrestling, but it's dice. Knight's Sword. Wishing well, you probably spend money. I don't want that. Photographer. Can give money. Can give money, but I think I have to fail to get money. Sure. Forgotten dreams, temple prayers, soothsayer. Sure. And I will take mallet clips for this. We're not going to do that. I just want to set it up for next time. There. I'm going to go back to... something where we fight a bunch of northerners. Guess the High Priestess? We're gonna take Colbjorn. And where's his? Get out. I don't need an extra temple prayer. I'd rather have temple prayer. Let's do some silly stuff and see what happens. I can't take a brimstone card here. Lame. Let's take Mystical Island. And what else was I gonna take? Care of the Departed because I need money. The blessings we can get and then trade into the Shaman of Eyebright Weld, and then maybe we can actually complete some of that. I actually won't take Dark Alleys. I know, shocker. But I want to try something new, or at least try to get a thing. Try to get a token. Bitter Winter. We can give food. As for equipment, that's all to help me fight. Mages. There's no mages here. Not you. Scorched Blade. Gaze makes the fights really easy, but let's take something else. Within 30 attacks, sure, we can do that. What else was I thinking about? Pious Robes. Okay, I don't know how much of that we'll get, but let's go. Oh, I forgot to put questing mate. The whole reason I'm doing this. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I was. We're gonna set that as my supply. Not Fate's Path. Questing Maze 3. 20 Northerners. Now let's start. Alright, let's go see what we can find. An avalanche. And that's 2.
My people defend their priestess at all costs.
You lack prominence to use this weapon.
Yeah, but I have
Gain more fame.
money. Dig him out. There's a blessing.
Do you
Mystical
know,
Island.
in all my years, I have never set to sea. The land seems safer, if you ask me.
I agree with that. I agree with the dealer. After several hours of competitive drinking, an old cartographer has become your new best friend. Come sail with me, he slurs. I know secrets. We just need a hand deck at the deck hand or 3. How many of you are there anyways? I count 7. When you sober up, you decide to investigate his tale of a mysterious island that rises from depths of the sea every 7 years. We'll need a ship. Here's some gold. See what you can find. It seems you've been recruited by an aspiring captain with no crew. Or ship. You gain 20 gold to procure a ship. Okay. You approached a group of seafarers unfolding their ship. Their captain's face is creased and weathered from too many years spent seafaring the ocean. Offer the cartographer's gold. Tell them you have a treasure map. And he gave us the 20 gold, so... You convince them to set sail immediately. After a long voyage, you spy land on the horizon. Oh, there's success. Nope, I lose 5 life.
You might want to work on this. Clearly, you lack what it takes.
So, we didn't get that. Have tried again. Later.
Can you claim this token?
Maybe. Shamans of the North are known as healers, raid leaders, and curse bringers, among other things. Clan Eyebright fodder, blah blah blah. We've read this forever. Here's your blessing. The walls of the cabin are adorned with curiosities and keepsakes. Vials of black ichor, broken swords, and everywhere golden trinkets. Ask to be blessed, ask for food, ask for gold. But we draw a max life pain card, or we just don't take anything and we just talk and continue the quest. Yes, I know why you have come all this way. Rogvar's Scald of Clan Crowfoot was the one who led the burning. Rogvar, Kolbjorn says, his voice a low rumble. He slumps down on a wooden stool, and it creaks beneath his weight. You have to ask the questions for him. What happened in... Shaman shakes her head, the trinkets tied to her headdress clinging gently. What Kolbjorn did. That is not mine to tell. What happened in the burning? Most died, but of course you know that already, the shaman grins. Kolbjorn must tell you the rest. I only heard the screams from my shack. How do we avenge Clan? I failed Fantasy Island, Mystical Island, and that's it. Cuts her thumb and wipes a line of blood onto your companion's brow and then onto his sword. To avenge this clan, you must die, Kolbjorn the betrayer. You defied the old ways, and you must pay with your life. Perhaps then, good will return to Clan Eyebright, or I can just kill you instead. Shaman rearranges the row of skulls on her windowsill, or perhaps it won't. Ancestors can be a fickle bunch. Yeah, you're a loser. Kolbjorn blinks nervously. Can we just kill this shaman and move on? I'm not trying the moon again. Kolbjorn blinks nervously. What if I cannot? Shaman nods. That is likely.
A new step forth, and a new revelation.
You're not likely, shaman. I'm gonna pretend it's you when we climb the mountain. I'm gonna kill you. Stop asking questions. We'll just leave. We got the token. That's what I care about. I'm just gonna grind from now until eternity. Well, that was terrible. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll try the moon again.
Today, death will drink deep.
I'm also here for questing mice. Basically, I put a bunch of stuff in the deck to work on. Darn it, Kolbjorn stole that kill. Blessed Brew. Got second wind. Temple prayers. Sure. I will take... the Gambler's Banquet. Because I like hoarding food. pious robes. I'm gonna buy it. Well, I need the fame, but we're gonna try to work on it. 5 defends, and then we can confuse bash. We need to do it 18 times. Another blizzard. Might save the moon for Monday, as in Moon Day. I like that. Sorry. I failed, Lane. Another blizzard to drain life for me. No, I don't know, because I'm just a stupid Let's Player. Good health, huh? Nothing for that. Blood. Score the exact value on dice. Maybe? For glory. How about good harvest? How about wealth? I request any blessing. No, she won't.
Farmers know better than any other that
Here's
we
8
reap
food.
the rewards of our earlier efforts.
Best I can. As an encounter card of the deck, you gain 2 fame. Harvest. No. I don't think there's another card, so I need to get that earlier. I wish I could get that. Oh, we can try Mystical Island again. Avalanche. Well, sometimes I feel it, okay?
My people will defend their priestess at all costs.
This is pre-FF7 Avalanche, right? Yes. Absolutely. And Rainer gives you your cool history lesson of the day. Sunday is, of course, is Sunday. Tuesday was originally named for a Viking war god, so Mars. Wednesday was named for Woden and connected for Mercury. Thursday is Thor's day and associated with Jupiter. Friday is Freya's day. Norse gods of love. So Venus is Saturday, and Saturday is Saturn's day.
Often it merely takes a map to open the way to troubles.
20 gold for a ship. Here's your 20 gold. Unfortunately, I did not get what I needed. And this time, I rolled one less than I needed to, so we don't get the token twice. Because why would we? Plus summit, so the harvest doesn't come to fruition. You have to get it early. That's funny, I actually had 6 blessings. I didn't think I would. I need to defeat 10 more northerners. I don't think there's enough northerners on this for me to do it. Guess I could run justice again. And just not care about the soldiers. Do you auto lose justice if they run out of soldiers?
The North respects only strength.
I forgot I need to be doing that too. Nope, I didn't kill enough. My priestess doesn't give enough. Clan Crowfoot is next on that. The Wanderer. Clan Crowfoot. Ordeal by Iron. We still have Desert Trek, but I don't think I can do that here because, well, there's no room to add anything. We still have you, which is just dies. The dice is what killed us. The Black Cauldron. Instead of raid prevention, Wine of the Gods. And Mystical Island again. Not in by the sea. We'll take Night Sword because you're new. Sure. New here. Hunter's Blades. Sure. Hunter's Blades. The Peeler Brigand Shield. Meteor Strike. We've not seen Sapper's Bolt. We'll take it. Take 50 hits in combat to unlock this shard. Do that. The wager ability of this. Still haven't seen Chef's Charm. Sure. Chef's Charm. Kubruk's Gaze will go. What else is new? Dead King's Scales. Questing Mace 3. We can do that here. Alright, let's go. Gather.
Breathe, you have done well.
What do you mean? Hunter's Blades. Defeat 50 goblins with Hunter's Blades to get the token. Okay. Enemies defeated while stunned. Affected by stun, drop gold. Ha! Cause stun to the 2 enemies with the lowest life when activated. Funny. And now I know how those work. Build a palisade. You could also try endless mode and see what that's like. Yeah, I guess I could. Might do that tomorrow.
die for this.
I mean, he's always like for the bear. I mean, I like Chris Felica as much as anybody else. Wrong bear. None of you are going to get that because you don't watch ESPN. So it's fine. That one was for me. Give me your stuff.
Fame alone has got you here. Let action carry you forward.
One equipment from 3. Chef's Charm. Life received from consuming food is increased by 50%. Knowing the game, it's not going to round up because the game doesn't like you. So you get 7 food from eating instead of 5. And that's still pretty good. Consume less food to heal yourself. Oh yeah, I'll take Bullseye. There's the mountain river. What else is over here?
Everywhere we
Ordeal by
turn, they are
iron.
burning witches. Were I you, I'd stand clear.
A midwife
Until we end this, the Empire will continue with its purges.
A midwife confined to a pillory cries out to you, proclaiming her innocence. I'm not a witch, she cries. Questing base requires more northerner blood. Correct. She's accused of practicing necromancy after she brought a stillborn back to life and is due to stand trial in front of the Inquisition. Really? I was only looking out for the child, and now they will have me hold scorching iron to see if I burn. Of course I'll burn! Like... You promise to do whatever it takes to free her. On the day of the trial, you sneak into the executioner's chamber and draw your sword as the burly man adjusts his executioner's mask. Well, I'm down for this. No, just let me fight. Don't make me pendulum something.
Swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Just short. Just a little too slow. You remember what they say, the mass executioner inflicts his reactions before bursting into noisy sobs. Can't help but sink further into your hiding place behind the closet of the executioner. Darn it! Why? Just kill him anyway! So dumb. The executioner has self-esteem issues. Yeah. Sure does. No confidence.
Can you reach the end of this challenge?
I
before
know what
you
that's
starve
like.
to death? Time will tell.
It just, I don't know why that stops us. Give me food. Build a bakehouse so I get more free food. Because I don't care about completing this or not. Let's see, foliage is dice, right? Yes. Ugh, why does it have to be so high?
Well done. You continue
there's
to
more.
impress.
It's intimidate them requires 10 fame. Oh, lame. I don't have 10 fame. A gathering of hooded villagers outside an abandoned church piques your curiosity. You decide to follow them into the building. An impassioned man takes the pulpit, raising a fine sword overhead. This blade is used to knight the squires of the Empire. It's a symbol of the Old Kingdom, a dying one. The sword glimmers enticingly in the afternoon light. You feel a strong compulsion to steal it. After the meeting, only a few men remain behind to stand guard. You smash the stained glass window and make your way inside. Now it's the hard way. Oh, well, super fail. Bring it! The protectors were so weirded out they were completely unsure how to react and missed their chance. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, this arena is super cool looking. This one. That is unblockable. Combo! Oh, you can't go through that. That's lame. No wonder I'm stuck. You can't go through the middle. An exquisite blade.
I prefer my weapons honest and unadorned.
No, but I'm gonna sell it. The Empire will most certainly be searching for this. On the other hand, perhaps you'll be greatly rewarded for the sword's return. Return the sword. Do I get more for selling it or more for giving it back? Let me change that. When I give it back, is the reward determined by some kind of gambit? Their chance gone to the vault. Well, then it's just getting sold. And we can just kill all the Empire that's on the board. you can avoid the gambit, return the sword, and get some fame and 2 game cards. It's too late now, I'm already at the shop. Call out the search party if you just stop flailing that thing around. That's right. Darn right you will. Mine now. My money. Brigand Shield. Draw a life gain encounter for every encounter in which you receive a gain card. Except camp. Summon a meteor swarm that lasts for 9 seconds when activated. Each strike causes 20 damage and deals 150% damage to Northerners. Yep. That's fun.
The heavens themselves destroy your enemies before you.
Aim both the sticks of the first enemy. Defeat 10 enemies with this token. Once charges are used, this item is replaced with a standard crossbow. They get 10 uses. So every use would have to kill in one go. Because if you miss a shot, then you'll have to do it on another quest. I mean, it's stacks. You don't have to do all 10 in one. Just saying. Whatever. I'll buy the Scorched Blade. Don't equip it. Stick with the mace for the time being. I'll also buy the Brigand Shield.
A wonderful defense for those who strip corpses of their boots.
That's it. Yay, money! Hey, 5. Also get some food.
Games within games within games.
25 gold. Bring it! Thick foliage. 10. Roll over the 10. Aha! Roll the 4. Fight me, nerds! You still stay out of this. Oh, let's try this out. Why not? That's pretty awesome. I get 2 more of those. Meteor Storm. I enjoy that spell. In every game. Alright, Questing Mace 3 is done. We can switch over to the blade. The Scorched Blade. I need Brigand Shield. Oops. It didn't auto-equip. Mountain River.
Revenge. A motive I support wholeheartedly.
Me too. Anyway, the pitiful emptiness of Clan Eyebright becomes even more apparent as you walk through this bustling northerner village. Children run past laughing, and you can smell the warmth of bubbling honey. Your companion ignores all of this, his usual forlorn blank expression replaced with fury. He soon finds what he's looking for, a warrior, larger than even the hulking Kolbjorn, clad in armor of blue crystal. Rogvar! Kolbjorn roars. The skull turns around, eyebrows raised. I've come to seek revenge for Clan Eyebright. You burned us to the ground. Not even the children were spared. Few Crowfoot villagers cover their mouths in horror, but most look on, unsurprised by this revelation. Skald of Clan Crowfoot grimaces. Clan Eyebright stood against the orders of the High Priestess. Kolbjorn draws his weapons. We will not join in the bloodbath. The High Priestess wishes doom upon all our people. Or drives his sword to the ground. Godless! The High Priestess has shown us the way, and it is good and true to cleanse the lands of the crawling Empire insects. What Northerner are you if you have nothing to fight for other than your own sniveling life? The skull thunders. I remember you, worm. When you were asked to lie on my sword to save your village, you hesitated. He steps closer, grinning menacingly. It was you who murdered your clan, not I. That's really stupid logic, because what's stopping you from after he throws himself on your sword, that you weren't just gonna destroy everything anyway? Throws one of his mighty swords at Rogvar. Quick as a whip, he dodges it and flings a bolus in return. The bolus bind Kolbjorn's neck and arms, and he topples back into a waiting band of Northerner warriors. You feel an explosion of pain at the base of your skull, and your world goes black. No, let me fight it out! Roused from your stupor, tied to a tree. The rope bites painfully into your wrist. With blurry eyes, you see Rogvar towering over you. Kolbjorn is being restrained by a good number of Northerners nearby. Kolbjorn looks at you, pure fear in his eyes. The skull throws a throwing dagger from his belt, and with a flick of a wrist, sends it spinning through the air towards you. You tug at your bindings, but make no progress. Kolbjorn hesitates for a moment before closing his eyes and leaping into the path of the blade. The steel blade finds no resistance and buries itself hilt deep into Kolbjorn's chest. Oh, that's bad. Your mighty companion slumps to his knees, blood bubbling from his mouth. He falls face first into the cold ground, and you know in an instant that Kolbjorn is dead. That's sad. That's really sad. Now you all die. Yeah, for killing one of my companions. In fact, I got something special for all of you. You get special treatment because you killed Kolbjorn. Stuck in midair. Well, I wasn't done, game. Hi, Jessa man, welcome to the stream. Before you can land another blow, you notice the shaman of the Eyebright Weald crouched in the hills above, shaking her head at you and pointing to Kolbjorn's dead body. Knowing little of the old ways yourself, you trust in the shaman and lower your weapon, stating that you will leave with Kolbjorn's body. I wasn't done! Warriors of Cloud Crowfoot consider their casualties and decide to grant you passage. As you drag the body onto the forest, the shaman meets you. Their blood is not yours to spill. The heck it's not! You just killed my companion!
Revenge.
Your souls are mine!
Time for some revenge.
In the dark, the horns and trinkets adorning her furs lend her a demonic appearance. Why can't I kill them?
The witch draws strange markings on the snow as an inscrutable means of explanation. If you killed them, the souls of Clan Eyebright would never be welcome into the Great Halls. Whatever, your religion is dumb. Just let me kill them all. Colbjorn's
A moment
sword.
of silence for a fallen warrior. He was a fine ally.
Kill Northerners. 0 of 50. I'm down with that.
Not our best companion, the heck.
The shaman draws one of Colbjorn's swords from its sheath and hands it to you. She gives a black-toothed smile. He's in there. His breath is trapped in it as I spelled it. What do we do with the body? Leave the body. It is but a husk now. And it may appease what spirits are watching this night. Alright, how do I save him? Blood! The shaman flexes her hands excitedly. The North deals in blood and honor. I can do that. Kill everything. You insist on burying his body first, despite the shaman's protests. How will the birds eat him? She asked. Not the point. With a heavy heart, you reverently place the swords in your pack and bid the shaman farewell. Leave Colbjorn to rest in peace, at least for now.
A reward well earned.
Cool. Perfect. There's Northerners all around. Dark alleys or Sapper's Bowl. I don't care about the Sapper's Bowl.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
Is it? Thought I had one left. Colbjorn's sword. The swords of your late Northerner companion. May his soul rest easy. I have to kill Northerners with the sword. Unfortunately, those were not Northerners. So. We should have switched to the fire blade so we could work on that. Dead King Scales.
People plunder the old secrets without a second thought to the power they lose along the way.
Charge Bash causes bleed. Damage from fire reduced by 40 and damage from ogres reduced by 25%. Has 20 defense. Defeat 7 ogres with this item to unlock the shard. Cool. And we can duplicate a card in each wheel gambit.
That will set you in good stead from here.
Mystical Island. Alright, again, here's your gold. Duplicate the success. Hey, look, I got it.
You drop anchor
Let's
and
see
wait
what you
to
do with that, given your position.
The island is a paradise. Vast groves of tropical fruits ripen in the sun, filling the air with their inviting fragrances. In the distance, you spy a mist-shrouded mountain. The cartographer documents everything he can find. The sailors follow along, searching for any hint of gold. On the third day, a wide-eyed deckhand points to the summit and shouts, "There's a glass castle up there, boys! I've seen it with my one good eye!" Whipped into a frenzy, the sailors ascend the mountain. A wondrous castle of glass has been built into the side of the mountain. The sailors push past, seemingly unimpressed. If there were ever occupants, they are long gone now. The sailors strip the walls of finery and loot the silverware. "This trip is finally starting to pay off," says the quartermaster. "What gives you the right to take what doesn't belong to you?" says the exasperated cartographer. "I suggest you help load the ship if you want to sail back in it," says the captain, waving his sword. The cartographer grumbles all the way down as you help haul the takings. As you sail away from the island, it sinks once more below the waves, taking its mysteries with it. Back on the mainland, the quartermaster divvies up the loot. "Here's your lot," he says, throwing you and the cartographer a bag of glittering gems. "For paying the sailors in the beginning, you receive more treasure." And we get 4 fame. Awesome.
Such a sudden spread of firepower. One has to wonder what mind is at work.
That's where we use it. Meteor strikes out. And that's token 15. Awesome. Still need more wood. Alright, build the bridge. We need to go back and seal off the other way. That way I can always intercept them and get more fights. When the is in a frenzy over the stolen samurai sword, you slink away. Because I don't have it. Oh, super bad. I just wanted regular bad.
Poorly done. You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
Right, but I just wanted regular failure. I don't know what extra bad happened from that, but whatever. The truly cunning search every nook and cranny for prizes once the battle is done. Loot everything. Also, that armor looks wicked. The Dead King Scales armor. You, shaman. You first. Ah, that one killed the shaman. The general killed the shaman. Took that glorious kill from me out there. Alright, there's Greyfall Tunnel. Fortify it. Wine of the Gods! Here we go.
The offerings are strange and dangerous.
Are you a god or a mere mortal? A sharply dressed peddler points you out from the crowd. Come forth to be judged worthy by this wine, brewed from grapes fallen from the very sky itself. He strokes a tall bottle of black wine. Your blood will boil, or your toes will curl into your feet. If they don't, you win 100 gold coins. The peddler runs his hands through a bowl of shining gold with a sly smile. Do you dare drink it? Yeah. He unstops the wine with a hiss and pours the glittering black liquid into a goblet. Try pinching your nose, someone in the crowd shouts as you tip back the smoking drink. We're going to duplicate the 100 gold. It went to the other side, though, unfortunately. Oh, yeah! Was it just a bit too far, but no, I got it. The wine goes down smooth and is almost pleasant, a sweet, charred taste. You stand awkwardly before the breathless crowd as the peddler gasps at you. Oh, you did it! Most people die! You gain 8 fame. And 100 gold. And a token. It's like, what? Actually tastes good. just take the whole bottle and start drinking it, and everybody just freaks out. Oh my god. Oh, Hunter's Blades. Lame. I don't need you.
Cards like this are where the mechanics of the game blend with your own memories to offer opportunities you may not have else considered.
On a little-traveled Imperial road, there sits a dilapidated tavern known as the Black Cauldron. The few patrons are quiet, sullen folk who barely look up to register your arrival. Behold the power of my liver, lowly mortals. We have little to eat or drink and no rooms to rent, the bartender offers helpfully. Thanks. Blessings. Wouldn't know about that mumbo jumbo, he replies casually, but we do run a small trade-in equipment out back. Why don't you take a look? Behind a tattered curtain, you spy a dusty storeroom full of worn and battered equipment. Man and woman as ancient and run down as their stock serve as proprietors. I mean, it was, but that's why everybody was shocked that I was just downing it like it was nothing. Swap equipment for a blessing. Swap a blessing for some equipment. How much equipment do I have? 1, 2. It's probably going to do it random. 3? I could trade in Meteor Strike? Cool, I get to choose. 1. Sure, 2. And I technically don't need the questing mace. 3. Not a bad collection. Teamwork Braggart. Gain 15 fame until you lose a gambit, then discard this card. That's funny. Pain ability to charge 20% faster. Sure. Does that give me the token? Sure does. That's what matters. Travel in peace. Turn back. I need to turn back. Take them all! You should be done. You are. Yay.
money. Goblin Town, more money. $262 cash. Sure, build wooden spikes. Why not?
Nicely timed.
Yeah, find me, let's go. Oh, I succeeded. That's a shame. Guess it's because it was going slow. There we go. More correct. Let's go! Go, shaman! More for Corleone's sword. May he rest peacefully.
Breathe, you have done well.
Let's go again! I'm surprised they can't hear me clanking toward them with all the money that we have. Yeah. Lead. One more. And then I'll need more than that. Oh, huge failure. Lame. How many are we at? 22 of 50. Huge success. Get healed up. Build a central tower. Yeah. Let's go. I think I'll need a lot more wood from the forest, unfortunately. Stop healing him. Make the shaman bleed. There we go. Took that one. And took that one. Lame. What else was here? Oh, the hunter's blades. Yeah, I got food. Let's see, Central Tower completed. I need 70, 130, 170 more. How many more? 17 more. I need to wait. I would probably fail before then, but that's okay. Jeez. 2 generals of steel and a captain of steel. That's what we get. all the arrows. Bye, Rainer. See you tomorrow. I don't think I got credit for that one. Darn, it stays the same. Oh well. What are we at? 4 more.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too. That will set you in good stead from here.
Okay, that should be all the wood we need too. Unfortunately, I can't make it back for this attack. Alright. 190 soldiers left. Well, we'll pass, maybe, probably. Sorry, did wait a while. Okay, expect defenses. Yeah, we got it. Wait a while. Wait a while. Wait a while. I think it built, but it didn't take me back in, which is dumb. Like it did the other one. That's fine. Darn it, right before I roll. There. Kolbjorn's sword is done. The Shaman's Prophecy. Drenched in northerner blood, Kolbjorn's swords glow warm in your hands. The red-hot blades begin to smolder. The heat becomes unbearable. You release your grip to avoid permanent injury. The twin blades hit the ground like a clap of thunder. When the smoke clears, your companion, Kolbjorn the Wanderer, lies before you. The Shaman's Prophecy. The reborn northerner lies on his back, looking to the sky. Where am I? Tell him he is dead. Tell him he was dead. Was dead.
Was.
Everything was white for so long. Painful. I couldn't move. You were inside the swords. The shaman, Kolbjorn touches the swords. She wished me to die with honor so I could be reborn. What happens now? Lies in silent contemplation. It was not so difficult in the end. I died to save you, and that is why the ancestors spared me. Kolbjorn looks different, bigger somehow, calmer. He gets to his feet, and you hand him his swords. The blades continue to smolder, ready to burst into flame at any moment. He tests the weight of them in his hands and nods. I am ready now. Roggvir will die as I have died, and my sons have died. Then we shall be avenged. And the only thing left is the ballistas. And Imperial Fort. Already have the gold token. Doesn't matter. I got pretty much everything I wanted from here, so that's great. Scorched Blade. Attack! Oh, darn it. I'm swinging at you this way because I need hits. Ah, slow is messing me up. How do you like being slowed? I'm glad you put that back up. No, stand up! You stand up right now. I'm not through with you. Every other enemy stands up. There he goes. Oh, then you just get shot. Okay. Well. Through the armor, too. That was weird. Cool! Now you know that can happen. Thumbs up. Alright, let's open all these. For defeating Northerners with the Questing Mace, we get Questing Mace 4. Yay. We'll see what that does. Executed by the Empire. Exactly. For allowing Kolbjorn to fulfill the shaman's will, we get Kolbjorn's sword. We can just have that now. For the 15 tokens, we get 5 fame. You can start with 5 additional fame. That's an interesting one. Could help you at the beginning of your quest put some of the lower fame stuff on. For extracting Kolbjorn's soul from his wounds, from his swords, excuse me. Kolbjorn's atonement. Extracting Kolbjorn's soul from his swords. And we get the Wanderer back because he technically died, so he was out of the deck. I like they do that. That's clever. That he was technically dead. We're gonna jump in here real quick just to see what the questing mace is. Combat against Empire. Defeat 20 Empire to unlock this token. That's fine. That's definitely doable. Kolbjorn's atonement. Neat. Alright, that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you had a lot of fun. Until tomorrow for more Hand of Fate 2, where we might try endless mode, or I might just grind out some more tokens. One of those two. Maybe try the moon again, but probably not. I feel like just grinding out tokens. That's it. Maybe try endless. We'll see. I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.